Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome to the home of the Ohio State Buckeyes, Columbus, Ohio, and the old horseshoe on the banks of the Olentangy. As we'll see the #9 team in the country, the Florida Gators, taking on a participant from the playoff last year, the Ohio State Buckeyes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. The Gators have been waiting and waiting, and finally the moment is coming in the opening of the season. On the run from inside his own 5. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He's on the loose. Wide open, and it's a foot race. He will score. Touchdown, Ohio State.
People still fill in the stands when he takes the opening kickoff back to the house to fire up the crowd, fire up his teammates. What a start for this young man.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. How about that for starting things with a bang? Opening kickoff and house that baby. What a job there. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. To the air, it's Lagway. Oh, he's going to go up top. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on first down. Let's take a second to look at the big picture for Florida. Doesn't matter what time of season it is, a top 10 win is a top 10 win, and you know the underdogs would love to make a statement.
No doubt about it. When you've got a very low number beside your name, you're going to get everybody's best shot. And that's what this team is expecting from their opponent today. A lot of eyeballs watching this game, David. A lot of expectations on this team. Now it's time to see if they can deliver.
And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
Well, the offense is being aggressive here in their opening possession, trying to throw the ball in the first 2 plays. They went incomplete first down. Now they take a sack on second down. This is not going to script, and they understood it was going to be a challenge against this defense, and I love the fact that they're going to be aggressive trying to throw, but the execution has got to be better.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Got a man, it's Brown. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way.
And when you're on defense and it's wet and it's raining, you know exactly what time it is. That ball gets a little heavier, it gets a little slicker. You're trying to get to that thing. You know you get your hand on it, there's a good chance it's coming out. Nice job by the defense forcing it with the assist from the ref.
Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. From the gun, Give on the inside. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. Here's why this one's so much fun, guys. Early in the season, sort of a proving ground type of game for a couple of squads that believe they could win it all.
And we've heard so much in this offseason, right, about both of these teams and top 10 teams preseason. Now you get a chance to prove it. Like, now you get a chance to see who are the dudes on the squad. These are always fun early in the season, Jesse.
Yeah, it's going to be fun to find out what these teams are about because we've seen both teams beat up on weaker competition. We know they're both very talented, but let's see good against good and find out what they are.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Looking for a man. It's Sayin. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
Nice job rallying there by the defense. That's a play they needed to make. They're trailing. It's still early. Lots of football to be played, but that was an important down and distance in this one early.
On 4th down, looking for the completion. Complete out of the backfield. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down?
Love the coverage on defense there. 4th down, they were ready for the pass. And you saw in the back end, great job being in position to make that play. And now their offense is coming on the field.
Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. He's moving out of the pocket. Oh, he's got a chance. It's a seam wide open. Coming out, attacking from deep in their own end, and they're out at the 26 with the 1st down.
That's the danger as a defense when you play man coverage, is that if the quarterback decides to scramble, there may not be anybody there to make a tackle right away. You obviously want to take care of everything on the back end, and with these receivers, you got to get them locked down. But if you're the D coordinator here, you got to be more selective with your coverage and mix it up, because man coverage against a scrambling quarterback can hurt you.
He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the 1st down.
When offenses run these slant routes, it's about putting the ball right on the numbers, and defensively, I got to be able to take those angles right away, see where he's at, break on the football. Poor angles there by the defense. The offense took advantage with some nice yards after the catch.
The option look. Gives it on the option. He's in open space downfield. Out of bounds at the 49-yard line, but not before getting it into opponent territory.
This offense is just like Novocaine. Like, it's just give it time. It just keeps working. It's a slow death, right? Like, they continue to just chip away. Nice 1st down play. Nice read. Get it to the pitch man. Sets up a great 2nd down opportunity.
The Gators in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Looking for room. It's Ball. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets...
He's got it inside the 15. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the 1st down. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide, and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Rides the back and leaves it. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. The corners are walked up tight. Dropping back, it's Lagway. He just missed the target on that one. Gotta put it on his body.
And I think on that last play, it's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over from the moment the ball left his hand.
From the gun, wants to pass. Hauls it in. He is not going to get there. Stopped short of the line to gain, and it'll be 4th down. It's 4th down and 6, and they'll try to convert. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Lets it go to the end zone. Touchdown, Gators! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
It's hard for a defense to have to cover so much space. When the offense goes empty, you've got receivers and tight ends and running backs lined up out wide. You've got to expand, and it's harder to cover on the back end.
Extra point here will tie the game. And the kick is good, but there's a penalty flag, and I think it's going to be roughing the kicker. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. They'll pull in the squib kick inside the 15. And the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Off the bootleg, wants to throw it. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Finds his big tight end. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule. And what that means is keeping 3rd downs manageable. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play call.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. That's caught. It's Craven. And they pick up the 1st down in what might be the last play here in the 1st quarter. Entertaining 1st quarter, and we are all locked up after one as we take a quick look at some stats. They fought to a standstill in the 1st. Let's see who gets the edge early in the 2nd. So after the break, they'll go back to work. They'll go to the ground. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain. Let's talk just for a second about Ohio State. The portal can work wonders if you have specific holes to fill. Breathe a little new life and energy into the program. David, these guys went in there, got a nice little haul that really could set them up for success this season.
They did, and they didn't go bonkers and go crazy, Jesse. I like how they just saw a couple guys that they thought fit their system, fit their culture, and now they're bringing them in so they can rise the tide of this team.
Yeah, this feels like a curated roster, right? They only had a few holes that they had to fill up, but they went out, they put their effort into finding the right guy. They feel like they've upgraded their roster with just a few portal additions.
I think when you go through these...
And wait just a second, the official's going to take a second look at this one. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. And the Buckeyes come to the line with a new set of downs. Here we go. Motion from the wide receiver. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
Back to throw, it's Sayin. Firing to the right, complete. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. They get a nice pickup on this crossing route against the zone, and everybody executed in unison, Jesse.
Yeah, and Reese, this offense, they've got a plan in the passing game. They've got some stuff ready for man coverage, and they've got some zone beaters as well. Just saw one there on the crossing route.
They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Wants to throw again. Steps away to find some room. Got it! And he will score! Touchdown, Buckeyes! They'll try to add another to their lead. And he made that extra point, the wet turf, no problem at all. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, let's get you up to speed on what's going down in this fun college football game today. James Madison needs to pick up the pace, but this puppy is far from over. And with this crowd there in Harrisonburg behind them, I'm kind of banking on a comeback. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Liberty. We'll circle back if anything changes in this exciting college football matchup.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the returner will be brought down. Sending the offense back to work. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. He's got an open man. And he'll move his way forward to the 1st down. They'll mark it at the 35.
The thing I like about the slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route running. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry together.
So much for the tough field position. One play, and you're already to the 35. The RPO, fire complete to the left. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
It's hard to have success on wide receiver screens when you're facing press man coverage because your blockers out front oftentimes can't pick them up, and that receiver gets gobbled up as soon as he catches the pass. You saw it on that last play.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Dropping back, it's Lagway. Gonna take a shot. He's got it inside the 30. Off and running. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Florida.
Sometimes it's players, not plays, or sometimes it's both. And when you got that guy and you put him in the slot and you let him burn for a go route right past a nickel corner or one of the reserve corners or a safety, that's a great job by the offense, and that speed you can't teach, and that's why he's in the house for 6.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finish with a 62-yard pass for the score. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. To the ground with the back. Got the 1st down. Looking for more. He moves the chains and they'll mark the ball at the 33.
That's a really nice run right there. One of the things I love about him, he runs with such physicality and with the toughness. Do you think Woody Hayes, the great Ohio State coach, would have loved to have this guy in his backfield. His running style just marries so well with that. When you think about Ohio State and their tradition at running back, right? With all the athletes they've had throughout the decades, this guy was meant to play in the shoe.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
It'll be 3rd and long. To throw, it's Sayin. Throws for the tight end. It's picked off. Don't see that very often from this Heisman Trophy candidate. Taking it the other way. And he has taken it all the way back. Touchdown Gators.
How about a game-changing play for this defense? Stepping in front of the football and knowing what to do with it, taking it all the way to the end zone.
Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Handoff from the gun. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
He's going to let it go. Makes the grab down the left side. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets them 30+.
A lot of times when you go to the stat sheet after the game, defenses are going to look at explosive plays. Like, we're taught to be top down, stay deep, don't give up those big plays, make them earn it all the way down the field. Bad job giving up the big play in the passing game.
Looking downfield, it's Sayin. Quarterback strolling away from Heat. Got out of trouble and throws. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
I understand the quarterback wants to get this dominant wide receiver the ball as often as possible, but I wouldn't try to get it to him in double coverage. I think you have to let the defense's coverage dictate who gets the ball. There was somebody else open on that play.
Wants to fire on second down. They'll run the screen. Turning it on. He gets it past the first down marker, and a really nice job to set up that screen and move the sticks. That was just a perfectly choreographed screen. The line got out on time. The running back had a wall in front of him.
And I think the quarterback did a really good job of selling past and kind of dodging the pass rush, getting it to the running back, and then let him do the rest. You got him in space, he'll pick up yards in a hurry.
The Buckeyes will snap it on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking downfield, and time is running short. And he will score! Touchdown, Ohio State!
That is exactly how you want to end halves. Put a drive together, score the touchdown, a chance to tie this up and take all the momentum into halftime.
tie the game. And the point after is good. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the finisher, an 18-yard touchdown throw. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. Looking for an alley from inside his own 20. Buys just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Wants to throw. It's Lagway. Wide open downfield. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Looks as if he's going to run it. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Working well behind the sticks on second down. The DBs will back off a bit. He's going for it all. Catch and stride inside the 15. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. Some penalties hurt a little bit more or a lot more than other ones. That one wipes out a huge game. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. And the quarterback goes down. There is a penalty flag on the field, but I think the defense might have the option just to take this play. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. The Buckeyes will boot it away to start the second half. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. This crowd still bringing the intensity to open the second half. Trying to set the tone on the ground in the second half. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for it.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it.
Yeah, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO. They were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
The horseshoe is rocking, trying to help their defense on third down. Dropping back, it's Lagway. Working that left side. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line.
And that is a backbreaker if you're the defense, because you've done your job up to that point. You've set up the offense in 3rd and very long. You know they're going to throw it. You cannot allow a guy to get open that deep down the field for an explosive play. Somebody's going to have to answer for that when they get to the sidelines.
Leaves it with the back. Breaks into the open. Fights off a defender. He get it down to the 35 before he stopped. 10-yard pickup on the play, and it's a first down.
And after giving up a long run defensively, they don't have a chance to substitute now. They've got to...
And the ball is loose and live in the backfield. I don't know if it was luck or aggression or just a fortuitous bounce, but at least they've got the ball back. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Pocket breaking down. Still looking on the move. Plenty of time as he fires it to the right.
This defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up. If you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. Back to throw, it's Lagway. Zings it complete to the right. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. And the Gators will try to convert on 4th down. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. They'll pass on the 46-yard field goal attempt and go for it here. On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. Desperately wanted to convert on 4th down, but couldn't do it.
And sometimes the best defense is getting a little bit lucky. He was open. He had a chance to make a play. He just drops it through his hand. It was pretty good defense, but you take those breaks when you can get them.
Short hands, it's great. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He was in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
Here comes the offense on 2nd down. They go to the ground. Pass escapes him, still on his feet. Tackled at the 43 after picking up 10.
Well, the defense is on their heels right now. They're going to have to find a way to stop this guy. But he's got a head of steam. Boy, he is hard to bring down.
Now on 1st down from the 43-yard line. To the air, it's Sayin. Quarterback now breaking the field. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
Got a good one going here. All tied up in the third. It's 2nd and 10. After the incompletion, they go back up top.
And sometimes the coverage is just great. And as a quarterback, you throw the football away or don't try to force it too tight into a window. And you just say, hey, defense won that round. Good coverage.
Some third down conversions tougher than others. This one a long one on 3rd down from the 43. Making side adjustments here. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. He's got him. They convert on 3rd down as he gets it to the 46-yard line. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
From the shotgun, the inside give. He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling.
And you're seeing on both sides really hard to run the football in this one. You've got to give both of these defenses tons of credit. They are so physical up front. These defensive lines can take the game over, and right now it's tough sledding on the ground.
And the Buckeyes have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Looking downfield, it's Sayin. Finds his man, it's Jackson. He makes a little bit of headway and is pushed out of bounds at the 43. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Throwing right. Got his man downfield. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. They say no thanks to that pass interference penalty, and they'll take the results of the play. Three yards. 1st down for the offense after that penalty. The give to the right. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
And winning 1st downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on 1st down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
They fought tooth and nail through 3, and it is all locked up as we take a look at the stats. Can't wait to see how this 4th quarter is going to go and see who can come out on top in this barn burner. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. To the air, it's Sayin. Gets it out fast. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long games. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
The Buckeyes will line it up on 1st and 10. Power football with the run. And this one will be stopped for no gain. And with the ISO play, you'd think they'd get a good running start to get that block, but boy, I tell you what, they took care of business there, the defense did.
Took care of business. You see the pulling guard come around, and the defense is not fooled, attacking downhill. Nobody's getting knocked off the football. The defense is not allowing them to run the football right up the gut on it.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Second down, he'll throw it. Looking for the score. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
And perfect timing. Got there right when the ball got there. Didn't get there a little bit early. Saving the touchdown. Nice timing by that defender.
Here comes the heat. Had nowhere to go with that one. Had to just throw it away. A wise decision to keep the field goal in play.
Bend don't break by the defense, right? They've allowed a lot of big plays, but here in the red zone, great job in coverage on that third down, and now the offense is in an interesting situation.
The offense changing the play. On 4th down, going to the air. Lets it fly. And it's knocked away, and they don't convert on 4th down.
Man, those 4th down stops are so huge for momentum to turn the ball back to your offense. Great pass defense, seeing the ball, breaking on it, swatting it down so the receiver couldn't make a play. Nice job by this defense.
Looking for a man. It's Lagway. They're working that left side. Out across the 20, they'll mark him out of bounds right at the 21-yard line.
You might just think that dude's a power back, but what a great job coming out of the backfield, become a wide receiver, and then guess what? When he gets in the open field, that's not a lot of fun to try to bring to the ground. That's a big boy.
The run from the shotgun. He's stuffed after picking up 1 to the 23.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Gonna run it. It's Ball. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding through. How about that nice, big, huge gain? If I'm the OC, let's call that one again.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. Holding on the offense, accepted, so they'll back up and go at it again. Here comes the offense on 1st down. He's looking to pass. Fires to the right. Through his hands and incomplete. He normally makes that catch every time. It's 2nd down.
And in this weather, man, you start to see more of this. You try to throw the ball harder to penetrate through the weather and get it to your target, but just catching a football that's a little bit slippery sometimes, you'll see some of those drops, and it's just part of the game.
A designed run for the quarterback. He turns this into a nice gain and gets down to avoid the hit.
Well, this guy's a weapon, throwing it and running it, and you know he's going to try to hurt this defense with his legs.
It puts so much stress on the defensive line to chase him, and the fact that the play is extended so long.
Yeah, if they've got a spy defensively, if someone's athletic enough to run with this guy, that's going to be maybe a sound move moving forward schematic.
Hard running there. He did not make it a stonewall on 3rd down.
I think one of the biggest keys in stopping these big physical running backs is you can never let them get momentum running downhill. And I think that was a big factor on that play. They didn't get him right away. He was able to break a tackle, but he couldn't get the speed going. And as a result, he's going backwards. It's a big TFL for the defense.
On 4th down, they'll pass for it. The clock stops. 2 minutes left to play in this one. comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. There have been a couple of missed opportunities for these offenses in the last couple of drives, Jesse.
And I think for this offense here, it'd be nice to hit an explosive play, be aggressive, and really pay off your defense's effort that last drive.
And instead of having to move the ball down the field consistently and then getting stopped on 4th downs, you're right. Create some of the explosives. Take those deep shots. Make those big plays.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Scanning the field, it's Sayin. Rushes on him. Incomplete. Man, oh man, is that one this junior would love to have back.
And this is a tough spot now to be in for this offense because it's 3rd and long. The defense knows you have to pass the football, so they're going to be playing conservative. So what's your play you can dial up? Maybe get half of this back. Like, I know the clock is ticking, but I got to make sure that I maybe cut this down and make it a more manageable 4th down if I don't complete this 3rd.
Going for it all. Touchdown, Buckeyes! And they've moved out front here in the 4th.
Man, how about this offense in crunch time, doing what they do, getting 6 on the board. Now I turn to my defense right now and say, boys, we need one more stop. Go out there, get me one more.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
A bit of an under-the-radar game this week, guys, but take a look at this. Rice fell behind early, and it's been an uphill climb since. Thing is, this is a program that's worked the portal about as well as anyone. These kids are tough and could just find a way. They're trailing by 9 to Western Michigan. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. First play of the drive comes from the 22. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Using his feet to buy time. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the 1st down. Quick timeout by the defense here, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. The Gators have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. Looking to throw, it's Lagway. Fires to the middle. Intercepted, and that is the last thing they needed. The defense making a play to put an exclamation point on this one, and that ought to do it. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. They're in control. The clock is their friend. You'd have to expect another run here on 2nd and 6. Leaves it with the running back. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. Quick timeout call by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. They have the lead in a one-possession game, but they're thinking deliver the knockout blow, but this carries big-time risk on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Converts on 4th down, still going. Oh, he's got some space. Inside the 15, out of bounds at the 14-yard line. The offense looking for a score. Assuming they can wrap this one up, guys, they've served notice early in the season. Winning a game like this, that this passing game will have to be dealt with.
Yeah, top 10 team, too, because everybody knew the talent they had coming back on offense, the playmakers at these skill positions. And, David, we've seen it early this season. In this game, they've been throwing it all over the yard.
Yeah, but you do want to see it against good competition. So that's what's fun about today, like proving it against a really good team. We can talk about, you know, this guy's a star, this guy's a star. Now doing it like this on this stage, now I'm a believer.
Quick touch pass to the receiver. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
You got to fight fire with fire. You got to fight speed with speed. There's a receiver with the ball out in the open field trying to get the corner, but a cornerback with the same type of speed and athleticism able to make the tackle. Nice job.
Tackle behind the line of scrimmage, and what a big third down stop by this defense. What a show both of these teams put on today.